Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks for gamers, and Eldridge Air Conditioning as well. So thanks to the sponsors for their support this season. So we're on to round 2 here of our multi-class championship, and we're in Italy at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza, 3.6 mile clockwise circuit near the city of Monza, just north of Milan, and built in 1922. It's the world's third purpose-built motor racing circuit after Brooklands and Indianapolis, and the oldest that's in mainland Europe. So this is our multi-class, as I say, and this is the GR1s and GR3s that we've got all on track. So 2 championships running side by side on the same track at the same time. So let's go through that grid then and see how they line up. No qualification on this one. This is now based on championship positions. So in other words, whoever's at the top of the table after the first round will be at the back of the grid of their respective groups or classes for this one, and it will obviously it will move around as the season goes on. So without further ado, let's get this grid underway then, as we see them coming along the start and finish straight. 37 laps around here, or approximately an hour. It might be a bit less than the 37 laps, depends on which comes quicker. So I would imagine it would be it'd be the time of the hour that'd be there before the 37 laps. So anyway, here we go. Here's the grid. We've got Mystic Clegg in pole position, one of our new drivers. So a new one on me. We'll see how he gets on. I think he wasn't here for round 1 actually, but got himself there on the front of the grid for the GR1s. Nath in second. Again, he wasn't here for round 1, but he's joined us here for round 2. Kian, again, another one in the GR1s that's joined us for this round in third place. Hodgie, fourth. Yet another one that wasn't here for round 1, but here for round 2. So quite a lot of the GR1s are missing from the first round. We've got Declan in 5th place. We've got P. White in 6th. Captain Slow in 7th. There's a start of our GR3 groups. And then we've got Potsy in 8th. Evil Knievel in 9th. Graham in 10th. Myself in 11th. And That's Life in 12th. So here we go then. Let's get this underway. See, the GR1s are at the front like they were last time, and what they'll do, they'll just clear off and have their own battle up front, and then the GR3s will have their individual battles as well. Might be a little bit of glitching going on. The one little thing that we might have to point out as we head down to Varianti chicane, a really difficult one, as we see all the GR1s coming through nicely on the looks of it. Someone ghosting there. Then here comes the GR3s all through nicely as well. No, it wasn't also at the back there. Graham with a little moment there. I think, did he just get a little bit tangled up? Let's have a look. Where is he? He's in 10th. Got himself on the inside. He got himself sandwiched actually in between Paul and That's Life actually, but yeah, kind of got a little bit banged about there. So he's at the back there. 12th, long way to go though, of course. So we now head up towards Varianti 2. Nath is off. It's going to be a bit like this around here, as we see Nath in 3rd place. Coming up to the chicane now. Has a go at Kian up the inside. Thought about it, then dropped back inside, and I just took too much curb, and yeah, a lot of jumping around of glitching, but yeah, drops back down to 6th. So just got himself on the curb, didn't he? Unfortunate for him. Oh, and then I've just seen Captain Slow also with a moment in the GTR. Was that just taking too much curb? So it's all going off here, isn't it? We've only gone around a couple of corners. So Captain Slow in 7th at this point. The camera comes back on it. Does he take that inside curb or just grab it here? Not much really. There wasn't much in that, was there? Didn't take that much curb, but the car just seemed to come round on him. That's going to put him right to the back in 12th place. So we'll see Evil Knievel now attacking Potsy for 7th and 8th place, but Potsy at Corvette again. stick with the same cars that they were in round one. Once your car's chosen, that's it. You can't change it throughout the different rounds. Now up towards Ascari, turns 8, 9 and 10. Now to the final corner, turn 11, Parabolica. Paul's on the outside, looking to go around the outside of Potsy. Oh, and Paul's got himself on the... yeah, well, to be fair, trying to go around the outside there didn't work. Just got to squeeze a little bit. Just got his back wheel on the grass right there. In fact, all of his left side was on the grass. That spun him round, and he goes back to 11th place, gets it going again. The captain slow, so not the start that Paul wanted here at Monza. He's going to probably get done as well here by Captain Slow in the GTR. He's got a bit of a run on him, so I imagine he's going to drop to the back is Paul. He does. So a little mistake by himself there. The final corner. Never mind. Long way, isn't there, to go still. So let's go back to the start or the beginning of the GR1s. They'll lead up Mystic Clegg. Have a great name. Nikita livery. Porsche, I think most of them going with the Porsche actually in this series. Declan in second. Sort of quite a good battle here between second, third and fourth. Declan, Kian and Hodgie. In a line towards Scary again. Hodgie right up behind Kian. So they come through there. P. White in 5th place. He's on the hard tyres. So all tyres have got to be used, as you know, throughout the race. Minimum of 2 laps for each compound must be done. It's not actually, I don't think this is not too bad, this track. Nathan runs wide. Doesn't look to be the Porsche, does it? Probably the only one that's not in the Porsche actually. Doesn't it's not too unforgiving this on tyres, I don't think, round Monza. It's not that bad, to be honest. It's going to be more of a fuel race, I think, this one, as opposed to tyres. As we now see the GR3s coming across the line to start lap 3. So Evil Knievel still leading this group, this category, in 7th place. 8 for Potsy still. Graham closed down by That's Life in the Lamborghini. Remember, teammates are in this. One teammate in the Group 1 and the other teammate in the Group 3. As we see That's Life having a look at Graham, didn't quite work. It's all over the back of Graham, isn't he? That's Life in that Lambo. Myself in 11th, who's got past Captain Slow again, who's picked up a 1.5 second penalty there. Looks like something. It's quite a big penalty to get, isn't it? 1.5 seconds, so that's going to push him back even further behind Group 3s as he takes that off. That was at a moment from That's Life. It looked like he was quite close to Graham at this point. So they come up towards Ascari and you make a little mistake. You run it wide, or well, not really. Got it out a little bit out of shape. Lost some time there actually. Lost quite a lot of time. Off the back of Graham. There. And Paul in 11th still. It's Captain Slow taking off his 1.5 seconds. now along the start and finish again to start lap 4. See what the battles are going on here. I think Mystic Clegg is probably still out in front, looking good at the moment, isn't he? Declan as well in second. This is all he's actually got away, isn't he, now from Kian and Hodgie, and Hodgie's actually taken third place off of Kian now, so up to third place is Hodgie. But this battle, that was quite a close battle between them 3, but Declan's got away from these 2. So we see Kian now in the Golf livery Porsche. And who's this closing in? That's P. White, 5th place. So he's just starting to get his groove on. As I say, there might be a little bit of glitching being seen here. Not much we can do about it. It was just one of those nights where there was a bit of it going on in this particular race. Just had to put up with it, I'm afraid. As we see Nathan in 6th place. I'm not going to pretend to know what that car is, if I'm honest, or is it the Porsche? Maybe it is the Porsche. Yeah, it does look like the Porsche actually. Just because it's black. The headlights looked a bit different, but actually I think that is the Porsche, same as everybody else. Not 100% sure, but anyway. No, it's the Porsche because that looks different at the back. So whatever that is, answer us on the postcard, please. But anyways, in 6th place, Evil Knievel still holding strong in 7th. Potsy still staying with him though in 8th in that Corvette. In fact, this is all closing up, isn't it? 7th, 8th, 9th. And even Paul's in the mix, who's into 10th now, who's taken over, or taken That's Life. So That's Life must have had a incident somewhere. See if we can find it, because he was ahead of Paul, wasn't he? Or was it a penalty that he some way back, isn't it? No, that's the move here. So Paul's behind him at this point. So was it along the straight? Oh, he went off, didn't he? Through Ascari. A little bit hot in there. Paul just said thank you very much. I'll take 10th place. So a little mistake there from That's Life. Easy done no food there, to be fair. So back to out where we were. Potsy being closed down by Graham. Paul, this little battle between these 3 now. Down towards Variante 1. Really tricky chicane after such a long straight. Got to really pull up the anchors to try and get it stopped there, and try not to run it wide, as well as keeping it on the track. So very difficult down there at turn 1. And likewise here up into Variante 2. Not quite as extreme a chicane, but still quite a difficult one to gauge when you're hurtling up there around at silly speeds. So at the moment everyone's navigating through there okay though, but this has closed in this GR3 battle, hasn't it? It's pretty much all of them in shot there actually. Is That's Life have another moment? Did you know? Seems to be going further and further back, so maybe he had a little moment in one of the chicanes, the Variante. He's lost a bit of time off the back of Paul, hasn't he? Paul now attacks Graham, but he's on the outside. Graham's going to defend that inside. Paul won't go for that into Ascari. Sit right behind Graham here. Both in the Mercedes AMG 20. So they can now come down towards Parabolica. Oh, Graham's picked up a half a second penalty from track limits through Ascari there. He's going to have the whole lap to go before he can take that off. Paul's all over the back of him at this point, trying to get through, but he's just going to sit there and see if he can take him down there at turn 1 and 2. So let's see. Obviously, Graham's also eyeing up Potsy ahead of him. Oh, Who's that? Oh, that's still the Graham penalties because he went over the line, wasn't it? It's just saying it still got it. It's Paul. Has a look now. No, thought about it. Big look that was. That would have been tough with Potsy there as well. Can't take two there. Ended up in with a disaster and he'd gone there. So Paul and Graham, Potsy, all battling it out. This is, of course, helping Evil Knievel out front. If we carry on battling like this. Oh, Graham's having a look. That wasn't late one. Did he manage to get it stopped? He did actually. He didn't get it done, and Paul's had a chance to get through as well. Or did he get Potsy? I think he does. He does, gets through. It's a great move. Let's have a look back and see Graham's move here. In fact, it's going on board with Graham, so he's got Potsy here. Goes for it there. Late on the brakes. Looks like he was going to run it. He did run it a little bit wide, but then managed to get it back up again and through there nicely. So good move from Graham. Likewise, Paul, another one who got through the chicane, just sitting there in 10th place. You see Graham have a go. He didn't go there, Paul. Bit of a slide from Potsy. Then there's a little gap in the inside. Just managed to get through, Paul. Then slots in behind Potsy to the Lesmo 1. Then into Lesmo 2. Up now towards Ascari. Let's have a look at the gap that Evil's got on it. Yeah, it's increased, as you'd expect with them three battling it out behind him. Graham's going to have that penalty to take off, so both Paul and Potsy should get another spot because of it. Up to that point now, so we'll stay to the right hand side and presumably Paul and Potsy will go past. Going to be quite as clear cut as that though. It does stay there still to the right hand side. They try and go around the outside, both of them, and they do get it done. Well played from Graham actually. In fact, he's not letting Potsy have it, is he? But staying there on the inside, but he's well out of the way, so good play from him there. Good bit of driving. So great battle as Potsy now. There's a go at Graham down here. Variancy gets it done easy. Move in the end. Plenty of room given by Graham. Up to 9th goes Potsy. Blue flags are flying. That means the GR1 boys are coming, and in fact there's been a change. Declan's taken up the lead, and I think it was right there, wasn't it? Declan must have got himself right up behind Mr. Clegg. He's got a penalty, 1 second, but he's got himself in the slip. Just pulls out down here at turns 1 and 2 and gets the job done. There you go. See the GR3 boys just going out of shot, but some glitch in there, but gets it done, does Declan. So now he takes the lead off of Mr. Clegg, but of course Declan has got that second penalty that he's going to have to get shot off this lap. So that might well give Mr. Clegg the lead back again. These drivers starting out on the hards, and hang on, there's something going on with the GR3s here. A lot going on with the GR3s. What's that? Was that Graham again? I think it was, and there was someone else involved. Was it Potsy? Looks like it. Let's have a look here. So Potsy leaving it in 9th place. Oh, Potsy at the moment, and Graham just kind of sideswipes him. They're both off the track, and it was Potsy who just let it go a little bit loose on the back end. That came round, and well, enough said about that. The better for them boys, as we see Captain Slow in 12th. But let's get back to this battle with Mr. Clegg and Declan, because it was just getting juicy, wasn't it? Got past, carving their way through the GR3s, these boys. Let's see, as Declan's now, as he comes up to Ascari, will be taking off that penalty down towards the final corner. There you go. So does that give Mr. Clegg the lead? It does. Shoots by just like that. So back to the lead he goes, Mr. Clegg. Blue flags are flying for the GR3 lads as he goes through past Paul and Evil Knievel. So 2 GR1s, 2 GR3s in shot as they head down towards turn 1 now. Surely Declan will go up the inside of Evil there. Yep. Go back to that one. And through he goes. Got Hodgie still in 3rd place. Almost ran it out there, but just kept it on the black stuff. P. White all the way behind him, 4th place. Kian's dropped down to 5th though, so Kian's had something. Maybe that was a penalty or something else. He's dropped down to 5th place, hasn't he, Kian? There's a lot of glitching, and I don't think that was helping situations. And a lot of people, as we see Nathan off in the gravel, right towards Ascari. He obviously gets it wrong through Ascari, doesn't he? Straight into the gravel pit. Oh, before then, wasn't it? Did he get his back wheel on the grass? Maybe. And that's where he's ended up, right in the middle of that gravel. Gets it going again. 6th place for him. 14 minutes in, or 15 minutes in pretty much into this race. 8 laps. Be doing exactly the same as we see Evil Knievel going off, and that just ran wide, and there was no touch, I don't think. He's on the outside of him. Just went straight on. Literally just went straight on. There's like something wrong with the steering, just didn't turn at all, did it? So it's going to drop him down, possibly down to 9th place. Trying to get it going again, because that's Life coming up behind him now, and he's going to get the run on him, and he's going to be down to 9th, Evil Knievel, because that's Life's going to take him here in the Lamborghini, although it's pretty close down towards the Parabolica. He does take him. It's back to 9th goes Evil after that moment. So yeah, as I was going to say, going to do what I've done in the last round, and what I will be doing throughout all of the rounds here on this particular series, and that is Evil. Got that wrong as well, really took out. It's Life there. I will be doing the 2 sort of 30-minute videos for each round. You know the reasons why. So that's how I'll be running this particular series in terms of the commentary and the videos. Slope the 10th. Graham's come in for some tyres. He's coming out on. Let's have a look. Actually, or was that fuel? It was probably fuel, because he's still got used tyres on the hard, so didn't change it off the hard, stayed on the hards, but just gone in for fuel. So I did say it was going to be a fuel race as opposed to a tyre race. Obviously in 12th place. He's struggling around here a little bit as he takes a lot of curb there at turns 1 and 2. Just knocks him sideways there. Cones all across the track there, so someone's had a bit of a liking to those somewhere. Let's go back to our GR1s, and Declan is bossing it at the moment out here in front. It's Declan. Stick Clegg in 2nd with Hodgie in 3rd, so it's all quite settled here in the GR1 group. It's Keane in 5th place. P. White in 4th, so actually Keane's been into. Actually, where's Keane? He's back there. So it was Hodgie. Sorry, Hodgie was in 3rd, P. White in 4th, Keane in 5th. So it went a bit weird there for a second. It looks like Keane stalled it. He was all over the place, isn't he, Keane? That's what happened. It was all very glitchy. One moment he was in 4th, the next minute he was in 5th, and that's where I was getting confused. So apologies for that. What seemed to be a little bit of confusion on my part, but as you can see, quite difficult when you're jumping all over the shop. Both there in 6th place. So it was quite bad, the glitching, depending on throughout the evening really, as Hodgie now attacking Nathan, who's at the back of this group. So Hodgie's actually going to be lapping. Nathan's already clearly been lapped by Declan and Mystic Clegg. So Hodgie now is going to go past him. Go out to the right and just let him go. Just like that. Definitely not Porsche, is it? Didn't let him go, but there you go. Obviously got a bit more pace there as Nath, but really the blue flags are flying. He's got his own race to run, of course, and of course he's not going to be wanting to get lapped, but he's going to around the outside of him. We've got P White as well coming round to him. Back in the GR3 class, and Paul's coming in for tyres and fuel. Evil also coming in for presumably just fuel. Them tyres look okay because he was on the hard tyres, Paul was on the soft. It's the fuel going in now, Paul's tyre on Paul's cart, so it was tyres and fuel for him. Actually, it did look like Evil was tyres as well. Fuel, full tank for him. It's Life in 10th place. He's going to go to 9th. Going to take Evil Knievel whilst he's in pit lane. There he is actually, exiting pit lane, so didn't actually take him, but he might take him down here at turn 1 if he doesn't stay out of the way. Not much you can do when you're exiting pit lane there. It's on that inside, which is where obviously where they've got to go as they hit the apex, so it's quite difficult. Just got to kind of let the boys go past really, but of course these are still battling for the position, so battle still on between these two. So they had every right to try and keep that life behind him, did Evil Knievel, rather than giving up that place. Go through 82 through the Lesmos 1 and 2. Right up this fast Saraglia straight towards Scary. Again, like round 1, we're going to have changeable weather conditions, no rain thankfully again, but it'll be a bit of nighttime racing as well, or at least evening racing, as we see Graham taking a lot of gravel and curb there. Not seeing 12th. Quite difficult to keep tabs on everybody when you've got two different classes of such different speeds on the track at the same time. So trying to work out where everybody is a bit of a challenge for us commentators, but they will get on with it. Actually, looking at the leaders, Mystic Clegg has come in. He was actually back in the lead, wasn't he? I think Declan must have come in for a stop earlier, but Hodgie's now taking up that lead as Mystic's in, P White's in, Kian's in. Obviously, we know Declan's already been in, so I doubt he'll be in. So now our leader is Hodgie in the GR1s. He's not looking too good on the tyre front or the fuel, so I'd imagine he'll be in next time around. That will allow Declan, who's going through in second, who's pretty much got full everything, tyres and fuel. Oh, but runs it wide, does he? And Nathan follows him as well. So there was on a bit of rope there. Got it done in the end, did Declan. That's allowed Mystic Clegg to gain, although 3 seconds from him. Where'd you pick up 3 seconds? Penalty. It's a big penalty, so that must have been a big track limit, unless it's a combination of a few, as Nathan goes, well, not quite the right way, is it? So we see him having fun through Variante 2. But yeah, I'm intrigued to know where Mystic Clegg would have got a 3 second penalty from. I can always go back, I suppose, and have a look, but I might have missed it. I'm not too sure how long ago. Nathan in the background takes another detour into the gravel pit. It's 23 minutes into this race now, so nearly halfway. Is Mystic Clegg going to be taking that off here now? Presumably he will. Yes, he does. Declan in second now, so he's made his way through to second place. Got to try and chase down Hodgie, but Hodgie's in, as we know, so Declan will be our effective leader here in the Group 1s. It's going to have quite a nice lead as well over Mystic Clegg. A lot of action in and out of pit lane at the moment. Declan goes through. It's our leader to start another lap. Those medium tyres. Remember, these are hybrid systems in these GR1 cars. I'm going to pretend to know what that means, but it's to do with that green bar that you can see at the bottom of the screen now. It's kind of a battery, isn't it, basically, but recharges as it gets used up. It's about as much as I know. Not going to go any deeper than that. It's Mystic Clegg in second. He's got rid of that penalty now, of course. So now he can try and chase down Declan the best he can. Try and get that lead off him. P. White up to third. He's steadily going through, isn't he, P. White? Started at the he's onto the medium tyres now. I know he started on the hards, but he was at the back, wasn't he, of that particular group for a while. But he's sort of kept himself to himself. Looks like he's got it under control at this point. Up to third place he goes. So yeah, just slowly making progress. Got himself onto the podium positions as we stand, isn't Kian? Who's quite glitchy. Comes down towards the parabolica for the time. By the way, Declan, he's got that fastest lap of 1:35.9. Been in the fastest lap for a while now. I don't think anyone's really got close to it yet. So we'll see Kian going over. Hodgie down to fifth after his stop. He's all fueled up and all tired up into the R tyres for this stint. Nathan in sixth is also in pit lane. There's a bit of smoke ahead now. What was that? Was that someone going off? Is it someone in the crowd letting off a flare? Sure. I don't see anything obvious in terms of other cars off, but sure, I see some smoke coming up there. But whatever it was, it's all clear ahead of him. G. See how much GR3s are getting on. Well, there's our leader Paul of this group at the moment, 7th place. And the final corner now, parabolica and up towards start finish. Got quite a nice gap back then to Evil Knievel. Just coming around the parabolica now, so there's your gap. It's in 8th place, but of course, still a long way to go, only halfway through the race at this point. Mediums as well. Yes, that's life. Also on the mediums in 9th place or 3rd in the group. Swallowed up now by the GR1s. Graham's in. Captain Slow takes 10th off of Graham then. There's Potsy in 12th in the background in the Corvette. Captain Slow in that GTR. Another half a second. I'm not sure where that was. Very harsh. Another really harsh circuit, this. A bit like last week at Catalunya. This is also another one where you can pick up penalties very, very easily. It didn't look like Captain Slow done much wrong there, did it? obviously took it at obviously thought he'd give it too much in terms of track limits and give him half a second there, but I thought that was a harsh penalty to be given, if I'm honest. But yeah, very easy to pick up penalties around here. So you've got to be quite precise if you can. But it's such a fast flowing circuit, it's easy to not be precise because you're trying to take as much as you possibly can in terms of speed everywhere around here. And that's where it's just taking a little bit too much if you're not careful. Oxley in 11th, Graham there in 12th place. He's been in soft tyres now, Graham, so let's see how far we can get on those. He's 12th at the moment. Great livery on that Merc, that one. It does suit that Merc, if I'm honest. Do like that. Declan then has taken Declan and he's up in front. There's Declan with half a second. Maybe that's where the pass. Oh, now Mystic's got half a second as well. So the GR1s are picking up penalties galore here. Things are not going to change between these two when they do hit that penalty zone. I think they'll be taking them off at this lap as Paul just gets out of the way. Yeah, they will be taking it off this lap, so it'll be like a race to the penalty zone, but obviously not going to change much. It's still going to be Mystic in front. So he comes round to start another lap, does Mystic.